So who do you want to bonsai first?
Zhao.
Okay.
So I guess you could say we're putting the bond in bonsai. Eh? Eh?
Oh damn it! It's gonna take like 6 each because it does like 20s and it's like to 90 something. Yeah, we're friends. We're even more.
You haven't given me enough trees yet.
I was wondering if anyone would show up. Didn't expect it to be you. Aren't you busy? Should you really be drinking right now?
I'll drink whenever the hell I want to drink, Zhao. And don't forget, I was a regular at this place before you were.
Oh, is that how you want to play it? Okay, well, if we're doing that, then who's the newcomer in Eugene's show, Kasuga? You or me?
Fair point.
Man, this whole schooling you as your senpai thing sure is embarrassing.
Yeah, you win.
Anyway, sit down, yeah?
You know, when we're out drinking like this, it's hard to imagine you ever being the leader of a gang.
Everyone's the same once you strip off the mask they put on for work. Rich, poor, leader, follower, whatever. You never know what people are really like.
Sonic joke. Well, Joel.
Square.
True that, gotta strip them down. You know, I'm sort of a sight to behold when I strip down. How about it? Wanna see?
Oh, I'm easy on the eyes myself. Why get our naked asses tossed out just to prove it?
Good point there.
My point is, you can't tell if someone's a big shot just from looking
Must
at them.
resist
It's not like we were
Stalt's
born with
reference.
some special trait or anything. All jokes aside, there's this whole idea of being next in line just because you're the boss's son. No logic in it, but it's always there.
Yeah, can't choose who your parents are. But still, wasn't there some way you could have given up the throne? Not everybody's cut out to run a gang. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm sure somebody else would have stepped up if you had stepped down. Most important thing in any group is the leader being a good fit.
I don't know if I was a good fit or not, but I was a pretty sharp kid back then. If I put my mind to it, I could excel at pretty much anything. Sports, school, all that shit. And I don't remember losing any fights either. I was a lot craftier than the other kids.
Sounds like you were pretty talented.
I just didn't give a flying fuck, that's all. I guess that's what happens when you're good at everything.
Real modest, aren't you?
Up until I swapped places with my old man, we were always fighting with our rivals in Chinatown. But after their boss, Lau Ka Long, bit the big one, the Ijin 3 got their stalemate going.
Your rivals from Chinatown. Are you talking about the Snake Flower Triad? They were pretty crazy.
They pulled out of Japan a long time ago. There's not many of them left.
Oh, so you became the leader of the Yokohama Lumon after the Snake Flower Triad was out of the picture.
Just about. Had to have been almost 10 years ago. Honestly, the whole thing was a pain in the ass.
There's a nice sex.
Ogie Kubo let me in on the whole counterfeit bills thing right away. Also told me about how the stalemate in Cindy Jean show was rigged from the start.
Man, still can't hardly believe that.
The only people in the Lumong that knew about that were my dad and the old guard. The new boys kept saying they wanted to move in and take over, but it was always up to me to keep them on their leashes. Then it was no ambition this and weak-ass bitch that. Sounds like a fun job, eh?
Haven't seen this side of you before, Zhao. You're really starting to open up and let loose. How many have you had?
It's not like I gotta worry about the gang anymore. So I'll get as drunk as I damn well please. Is that a problem?
Hell no, it's not. I was just saying, it's been fun.
Fun, huh? Well, maybe I have shown too much of my hand. If I was still the boss, my bodyguards would have stopped me by now.
Oh, really? I hope I didn't kill your buzz.
Nah, I know you're the kind of guy that just says whatever pops into his head. I'm gonna go sober up.
Yeah, sure. Let's get another drink when you're up for it.
Sounds good. Same goes for you, alright?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Oh, why you move me over here? He thinks I'm not going to just bonsai him. Just bury him in bonsai trees. Yeah, I probably won't have enough to do literally everyone, but yeah, I'll get close enough. Bonsai tree.
I guess since we're on the same team, does that mean we have a treaty?
Kasuga, that was horrible.
Heck yeah, it was.
Yo, Kasuga-kun. I've already got a good buzz going.
Oh yeah? Nice. Could use one of those myself. Mind if I join you?
Sure. I was getting kind of bored drinking by myself.
After figuring out how I'm gonna deal with all these bonsai trees you freaking
So,
buried
what are
me
the
in.
Ichiban guys up to now? Any of them ever swing by your place?
Nah, I don't see him too much. And the ones who sided with Mabuchi seem pretty hesitant to get anywhere near me.
Not that they can reach me past all the bonsai
Sounds
trees
about right.
anyway.
I mean, they did stage a full-on mutiny and shit. Do you ever wonder why they sided with Mabuchi instead of you?
Not really. But if I know those guys as well as I think, I'd say it was because Mabuchi was easy to understand.
Easy to understand? How you figure?
His goals were crystal clear. Everything from money and power. If rules had to be broken or blood had to be spilled, so be it.
So, in Mabuchi's world, as long as you had balls and muscle, you could work your way to the top.
Even if you stepped on your boys to get there. Long as you swore loyalty to Mabuchi.
Damn, I could get messed up fast. And I thought I heard somewhere that Mabuchi was actually pretty smart. That true?
Oh yeah. He spoke multiple languages, ran numbers better than a calculator, and most important of all, he was just fine with breaking kneecaps. He was born for the underworld. If he'd been Tojo, I bet he would have gone even farther than you.
You know, what if don't mean much?
But I guess it was fate, when you're getting locked up like that.
Right, sorry. I shouldn't be dredging shit like that up anyway, Kasuga-kun.
I ain't trying to make you feel guilty. No need to apologize.
Gotcha.
Big
Anyway,
brain.
what I wanted to say was that the younger Mabuchi had some talent. Yeah. I even went as far as asking Mabuchi to be my right-hand man because of it.
Huh? You mean you're the guy that gave him all that power?
Oh yeah. I guess I am.
Come on, man, that's not something to laugh about.
Nah, you see, Mabuchi was just that special of a guy back then. He wasn't the type to just chill on the sidelines. Guy won me over too.
How exactly?
When Mabuchi was younger, he just had this I don't know, I guess you'd call it aspiration. He was going straight to the top, and he had the talent to get there too. He had something I didn't. It's probably why I was so drawn to him. Just like you, Kasuga-kun. Now that I think about it, you two are pretty alike.
Come on, don't say that. Not when Mabuchi became such a scumbag. How'd that happen anyway?
Thinking about it now, I imagine it had something to do with him being promoted to officer. From that moment on, he would challenge me right out in the open. Didn't matter that we were roughly the same age and I outranked him. He probably didn't like that I was born into the top spots, nor that I kept up the weak cooperation policy. Mabuchi was pretty goddamn assertive. As far as I know, I was nothing but a thorn in his side.
Well, then, sounds like you should have known he'd betray you eventually.
Nah, I probably would have trusted him no matter what he said. But I know my old man and his boys didn't think too highly of him. They said he'd betray us for sure, so it would be better to get rid of him sooner rather than later. They were pretty quick to try and make him disappear.
So what'd you do?
I fought back. I probably mentioned this earlier, but I think it's really dumb when people kill the guys in their own inner circles. And this was during a time when responsibility was starting to fall to me and Mabuchi instead of the old boys. Stomping out Mabuchi was like stomping out our future. So I stood up to them. The elders were pretty tough to persuade. That's the first and only time in my life I'd grovel like that.
You did all that for Mabuchi? Why go through that for a guy who hates you?
True, Mabuchi was a fucking weirdo, and at times an evil son of a bitch. He wasn't likable either. But he had a passion I didn't have. He had talent, and above everything else, I thought of him as my brother. You can see why I don't want him dead.
You're right. Sorry, I was out of line.
I'm getting used to you doing that. Don't worry about it.
Good thing you get me.
Why is that?
Because talking like this is great. I see now you're a pretty passionate guy, Zhao.
Oh, me?
Yeah, stop fronting so much already. You're always pulling that shit. That's why I could never figure you the hell out. Now that we're a couple drinks in, I feel like I'm finally getting to know the real Zhao. You've got a lot of heart, and you care about your family. That goes a long way in my book.
It's kind of embarrassing when you say it out loud like that.
Look at you, your face is all red. What's up with that?
I'm just drunk. Let's keep knocking them back, yeah?
Sure. To Zhao-senpai, for keeping it real. Cheers!
Cheers.
Rank 3. Boop, 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 boop. And now he can become one of his bodyguards.
Let's see how
I don't need bodyguards to tell me to stop drinking. I am a bodyguard.
Okay, so do we continue with Zhao or start working on these two?
Why don't we get Jungi-han up to 3?
Okay.
Then you decide which one I want to keep going with after that.
I can tell you take great care of them.
I can tell you're taking good care of them.
I'm kind of confused why you bury us in them, though. Yeah, Zhao's the only one that's gonna be fast.
Dum-be-dum. Tree, tree, another tree. Here's another tree for thee.
We might not even get to Jungi-han's level 3. Probably have to start doing business money grinding soon.
Tree. They have 51 more.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure
That's-
everyone maxes out at either 5 or 6.
Oh, Jungi Han.
Okay, but maybe
You're
not
drinking
get
by
it
yourself.
5. We should
I
be
might
able
as
to
well
get
join
it
you.
3 at
Is
least.
that so? Well, I have no reason to tell you no. Do as you like. By the way, Kasuga-san, there's something I should tell you.
What's up?
I was contacted by someone in the Komijuru. I had been told a group of people have been looking into me as of late. They seem to have learned that Jungi Han is somewhere in Ijincho.
No fooling. What's that all about?
No, we don't have much to go on at the moment. Nonetheless, we verified suspicious activity in my wake. That said, if they come seeking hostility, you and the others may be dragged into it along with me.
I'll be on the lookout.
Good shit. I'll be sure to keep an eye out.
My apologies for any inconvenience.
Don't sweat it. Have you told Sachan or Namba yet?
No, I'm afraid I haven't.
Then we should stay quiet until we know who these mystery men are. I don't want to make them worry until we can fully explain what's going on.
That's clever. And a little cool.
So, any guess as to who these guys might be?
But we only got the
I can't
clever
be 100%
points.
certain, but it's highly likely that they're remnants of the Jingon Mafia.
Shingon Mafia? Then
Does that mean
they're
that Jungi
basically
Han
old
just has a
allies,
bad
right?
idea
It's
of
hard
what
to
cool
say.
means?
To them, I'm just cannon
He
fodder
just thinks it's cool to be
impersonating their
smart.
dead boss. Perhaps they see that as unforgivable, in which case their goal would be to punish me.
Punish?
It's possible they'd go so far as to kill me.
Then couldn't we just avoid all this shit by saying you're not Jungi Han anymore?
Maybe so.
It's gotta be weird being another person forever. It's probably best to just be yourself, right? If I were you, I'd try to get my old name and face back.
A name is one thing. A face, however, it's not something you can change time and time again. Moreover, I'm still waiting for more information on my pursuers. We shouldn't need to take action just yet.
Well, it's your call, so I'm good with that.
Sniper shoots
But
him
wouldn't
through
it
the
be a
window.
drag if you get out with your pants down and you're left wishing you would have been ready?
Right. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Man, you're always playing it so fucking cool. Would it kill you to listen to someone else for once?
I'd ask that you refrain from praise. You'll only embarrass me.
It wasn't a damn compliment.
He's like, stop praising me. You're going to embarrass me. He's like, I wasn't praising you.
Time to bury him in more bonsais.
3. I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Jungi Han? More like June Groot Han.
Kasuga, just shut up. So this is how you make friends. Just give them the same gift over and over again.
I don't think I recommend that in real life. I don't think it'll work too well.
Hey Joel, have 500 copies of Wii Sports.
What am I supposed to do with all these sports?
Here's a
Also, I don't have a Wii to play them on anymore.
here's 200
And I already-
footballs.
If I want to play Wii Sports, I could probably just emulate it on my computer.
Footballs? How about footballs?
What is this phone? Zhao just walks in. What is this phone?
Yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you for your concern, Songhui.
Shot by a sniper through the window.
Yo, what'd she say?
There's a sniper outside, but
She
she's
just
about
asked
to
for
shoot
an
me through the
update on the
window.
situation. That's all.
Yeah? Bet it feels pretty good knowing a babe like her's looking out for you.
I'm blessed to serve one such as she. The Jungihan I served before was quite the blessing as well.
Just in case you didn't, just in case you didn't have this conversation 1 week ago.
If I'm to talk about Jungihan, I'll need to provide some backstory.
Cool with me. I got plenty of time.
Ha! Then I hope you're prepared to sit for a while.
Sure, I'm all ears.
My father was one of the stray Qingwan Mafia I mentioned earlier. And to speak further, he was a lowly thug left behind in a foreign land. In my youth, I was relentlessly beaten by my father, in addition to being neglected by those around me. Home, school, no place provided me with even the slightest bit of sanctuary. Thinking back on it, I'm sure I was a rather dissolute child.
I couldn't.
Well,
I didn't
you're not
even
alone in
get.
feeling
I
like
didn't
you got
even
no
have
place to
Kingdom
go.
Hearts 2 to listen
Plenty
to
of
the
people
song
feel that way,
Sanctuary.
even civilians.
Feelings of isolation are really
I asked
common,
my
huh?
father for it, and he gave me
Not sure
Superman
what should be
64 instead.
Sorry, didn't derail the story, did I?
In retrospect, that makes sense because I don't think Kingdom Hearts 2 was. It's just probably in like the 80s, and Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't
The
exist
real
yet.
Jungihan had also been raised
Superman
in a poor
64
neglected
didn't
environment
either.
like me.
Or maybe the 90s.
But rumors of
or
his
something.
strength, intelligence,
I don't
and
know.
ambition started
It probably
to
was
swirl.
before 2005.
And
is
as
my
the men
point.
from my father's generation grew older, Jungihan started gaining more and more power. In fact, it was thanks to him that the stray Jingon found any success in Kamurocho at all. While the Tojo clan was being choked by anti-violence laws, the Jingon Mafia were steadily gaining a sense of existence.
Sounds like he must have been pretty cool.
Yes, but my father, who underestimated him as some young greenhorn, failed to prove his worth and was left trying to catch up. A staunch alcoholic, he used what drunken wit he had to try to get close to the young leader. So, eventually he worked out a plan. He would mold his own son's face, set him up as a body double, and offer him as tribute.
What?
I was drugged by my father, and this was done to me while I slept.
No way. He did all that just to impress the boss?
When he was presented with a body double, even the real Jungihan could only force a smile. But he saw what had gone into my face, and he respected the effort. So he said it was a fair offer, and took me under his wing.
And what's your father doing now?
He's long since passed away. His health was already in steady decline, and for what it's worth, I'm sure he wasn't opposed to dying at the bottom of a bottle.
That's a shame. Guess you two weren't super close then.
Beat me relentlessly. Drugged me.
Jungihan kept me at his side
We
as
will
much
be
as
FS
possible
forever.
so that I might learn his mannerisms.
Exactly.
Strangely enough, it was the only place that finally felt like home. I was very much his servant, and he was very much my master. But in spite of that, we shared a lot of laughs in the long time we spent together. A lot of drinks as well. And though I was his double, it would be rude of me to say that we came to resemble twins.
So the way you're talking right now, that's something Jungi Han taught you?
The real Jungihan had a way with words I never will. And when he walked into a room, you knew it. Try as I might, I would never reach his level.
Hearing you say all that makes me even more curious.
About what, may I ask?
How did you imitate him?
I'm pretty curious how you managed to totally imitate this guy.
Oh?
Changing your face is one thing, but to be able to be just like the guy means you're, like, a master impersonator or some shit.
Unfortunately, it's far more than impersonation. It's a lifestyle, which requires one to change on the inside as well.
Well, sorry for asking about something so stupid then.
Not at all. It's been a long time since I've laughed like this.
But you know, despite me saying sorry, there's still one thing I gotta ask.
And that is?
Isn't it about time you told me your real name?
Ah,
Still a no, huh?
just a little taken aback is all. I have no problem telling you. When I was first brought into this world, I was given the name Yeonsu Kim.
Yeonsu Kim.
I have no intention of returning to that name. Not when the real Jungi Han has already passed away.
The real one took a bullet to the head, yeah?
Correct. There was conflict with a group from Hiroshima that had made its way into Tokyo. As far as I'm concerned, the Jingon Mafia died along with him. At the time, I was given the role of staring down the other hostile groups within Kamurocho as Jungi Han. But with their real boss dead, the remaining Jingon Mafia in Kamurocho were nothing but paper tigers. Should our enemies have discovered this, we would have been ousted and probably killed.
If it were me, I probably would have gotten the hell out of Kamurocho. Left everything behind.
Yes, that's precisely what I did. The few remaining members at my side did the same. But seeing as the Jingon Mafia was all I'd ever had, I had no place to go. No refuge where I might reconvene with my allies. I was lost and alone in the world, like a man dying of thirst in the desert, surrounded by a hungry pack of wolves.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I found a faint glimmer of hope in the Korean community here in Japan, but even they refused to accept me, as I was nothing but a criminal to them. Thinking on it now, I should have expected as much from those living an honest life. But still, in my confusion and dismay, I challenged them, asking why they would abandon one of their own.
I get that.
It was enough to make them call the police. And I'm sure that under normal circumstances, I would have been taken away. However...
Huh? Come on, man. Don't just leave me hanging.
The police officers were imposters, and instead of being incarcerated, I was brought to my new home, Yokohama Ijincho.
So those fake officers, were they?
Members of the Komijo, sent to retain me under the orders of Samui. It turned out that the Komijo was a place that many former Jingon members had drifted to. Those that distanced themselves from Kamurocho slowly but surely found their way there.
Oh yeah. Songhui did mention something about the Komi having roots in the Jingon Mafia.
Indeed. Komijo is essentially a safe haven for refugees. That's why they tend to keep quiet and remain exceedingly closed off. For many years, they spied on the Jingon Mafia in Kamurocho from a distance, keeping close watch on their movements. I was fortunately saved by the hand that the Komijo had extended to me. Moreover, Songhui told me what had happened to the real Jungi Han. That he had been shot in the head by an assassin hired by the Hiroshima Yakuza, taken by surprise from the shadows.
An assassin? So what'd you guys do? You kill him?
No. By the time I'd learned of his existence, he was already dead. I wasn't even given the chance for revenge. I spent many of the following days in despair. But even though I was in such a hollow state, Songhui patiently waited for my recovery. She was more like family to me than my abusive father could have ever hoped to be. A sister to replace the brother I had found in Jungi Han. Frankly, nothing would hurt me more than to betray her expectations and disappoint her. And Kasuga-san, as for you and me... I'm wondering what sort of boss you will be. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do.
I don't remember ever becoming your boss. Right now, I think drinking buddy is a better term. Don't you?
I see. Then I will do my best to live up to that title.
Breaking buddy, getting buddy.
Yay.
Oh, guess that's finally it for introductions. He sure is shy, that young Soo Kim.
Rank 3. Finally, we're done with introductions. Only took a lot of trees. But he's at rank 3. Why does he get the 4-man job?
Okay, so 37 bonsais, which means we can max out one person. So Jungi, Nanba, or Zhao.
I feel like Nambo feels appropriate.
Nanba?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows, the taste changes if you boil them. What?
Ah, so that's what Namba's doing with the things of bonsais we give him.
He has a solution. I just eat them.
Boil 'em.
Delicious. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Actually, if we have enough after Namba, we might be able to max out Zhao too. Considering how he only takes half of the number.
Poor Jugi-Han.
He doesn't love bonsais as much as Zhao, I'm sorry.
I don't either.
Yeah, but you can have a way to get rid of them.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Zhao's still trying to figure it out.
Are you calling me stupid?
I don't know, would you eat a bonsai?
Maybe.
Now I'm curious. But he loves them. He can't eat the things he loves. Oh my god, just rank up.
One more! Finally.
Nanba
gained 50 pounds.
Hey, Namba. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Then in
If
fact,
it's a drink you want, I can't. I have to take care of some shopping.
You? Shopping?
It's for the bartender. He told me he'd give me an extension on my tab if I ran a couple errands for him. Pain in the ass all the same.
Man, you are getting a much better deal than he is.
Maybe so. In any case, I'll see you around.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Running around doing manual labor at my age. Where did I go wrong?
and then the conversation ends. Give his career from Misery-chan. Yeah, no.
So, Namba and Mizue-chan. I assume you're hatching a plan to reunite them?
Hold on. How in the heck did you?
Eavesdropping on customers has never been my policy. But you two hardly count.
You mean you were listening in when Namba was pouring his heart out?
Not like I tried to. I just happened to be at the counter and something he said made me put two and two together.
What do you mean?
There's a bar I go to every so often. Just got themselves a new hostess. I believe her name's Futaba.
What's she got to do with Namba?
Well, as it turns out, this Futaba had been a nurse up until just recently. She was telling me about her nursing life at the hospital, and in the middle of her
you
story...
Namba and
Wouldn't you know
Futaba.
it?
You and
The medicine turned
Futaba.
up. She
This
said a
was
nurse who worked
not a
there,
ship I was expecting.
some guy, admitted to the theft before the cops could get involved.
What? But that could only mean...
I know. She had to have been talking about Namba. If that's true, then the two of them worked at the very same hospital. Naturally, I'd assume she would know when Mizue-chan is leaving.
Have you told Namba any of this?
No, not yet. Besides, he said it himself. He couldn't reach out to his colleagues even if he wanted to. On the other hand, I'm sure his drinking buddy could reach out on his behalf.
I can't. Yeah, you came strong with that one.
But listen, if you do go and meet Futaba, I wouldn't tell Namba if I were you.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to make it seem like I'm doing it behind his back.
I figured as much. So I called Futaba's bar and spoke to the mama there. She said Futaba's on her way.
She's on her way here? Wait, is that why you sent Namba shopping? Dude, how do you think that many moves ahead?
Bringing people together is what a bartender does. All I can do is facilitate. The rest is up to you.
Then I won't let this chance go to waste.
Hey, so, my boss said you wanted to see me?
You're Futaba-san?
In the flesh. Am I supposed to know you?
Isn't Erica Landbeck too? Are you serious?
How long is this gonna take? I'm off today and I was planning to
I'll make it quick. And now listen, you were a nurse before, right?
It makes me wonder.
Make the joke. The joke writes itself.
Fired for
Makes me
selling out
wonder
meds.
if Sega does
You
this
remember
on
who that
purpose
was?
or not.
God, how would I know?
Now, I'm sure you heard something. I'm thinking he's a friend of mine.
Look, the only thing I know about it is that the guy was some four-eyed mope.
Oh, that has to be Namba.
That name does ring a bell. Hey, hon. No way. Shut up! They raised the jackpot? Babe, do not let anyone sit there. I'm on my way right now.
Before you go, tell me, do you know anyone named Mizue-chan? She worked with you at the hospital
Who
and...
even cares? You're wasting my pachinko time!
Wait, we're not done!
Hey guys.
Gosh, dang it.
Namba, hey! Back already? Man, you shot quick.
Her scream literally went full
About
Futaba.
shopping. So I had to come back to get it. Anyway, who was that walking out of here just now?
Did you say what?
I couldn't see her face or anything, but wasn't there a lady just in here?
Nah, you need better glasses, man. Nobody came in or out of here, right, bartender?
Yeah.
Huh?
Is there a reason? Suspicious?
Yeah.
Whoa, let's tone it down, buddy.
Could it be the two of you were conspiring to throw me a surprise birthday party?
Uh-huh.
You knew I had a birthday coming up, so you two must have gotten together to plan the whole thing out.
Yup. You got us, man. Now the surprise is ruined.
See, I knew it. You always go over the top when it comes to these things. So, what kind of party are we talking here? Give me a hint.
Top secret.
Sorry, man. Top secret.
You can't even give me a hint? Sure would cheer me up.
It might now, but wouldn't you rather save some excitement for your birthday?
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
They say hunger is the best spice, and suspense is the spice of birthdays. Totally. So, spice this birthday up.
All right, I'm convinced. I'll try to be patient.
There's a champ. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
Man, we are smart today.
Namba's a Phantom Thief.
His first name's Yu, so actually...
You's not a Phantom Thief.
Yeah, instead we have the weirdest persona ship out there. Does he have a big enough of a harem?
But I'm the king.
The king's orders are absolute.
And Amba could be a host or an enforcer now. Cool.
He sure can.
Because he's the king.
Okay, 20 bonsais.
Is that enough?
I just realized I think that took 17 bonsais. Yeah, probably only maxing Namba. Unless I'm very bad at math. Which might also be the case because we don't pay the math budget here at Bowser Galaxy 10. In fact, we don't pay any budget here at Bowser Galaxy 10. The only budget we pay is the gas budget to get Joel over here. But BG10 doesn't pay that. Joel pays that. Like and subscribe so we can get budget and gas budget. So we're able to pay the gas budget ourselves. I mean, you've seen Joel's sad little face. Come on. You want that guy paying for his gas budget? Come on. Subscribe. Also remember to get the watch hours in. That way we can also get monetized. Just leave it overnight. Just leave your stuff on overnight.
You still play a playlist overnight.
Preferably a Let's Play where we're not yelling, so you can actually sleep.
I could just mute it.
Yeah, that too.
I have left. Oh yeah, just 5 left.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna have like 1 or 2 left.
Well, I know who it's going to. I hope he doesn't max out at 6.
But I'm the king.
Hey, I see someone's in a good mood.
Of course. I wanted to have a surprise party ever since I was a little kid.
Right.
Well, how's it coming along? The party plans, I mean.
Oh, great.
Well, don't overthink it. I'm just grateful for the effort.
No way. I'm using practically all the brain power I have on this.
Namba, can I borrow Kasuga for a moment?
Why? What's going on?
It's about your birthday. Wouldn't want to ruin the surprise, now would we?
No, we sure wouldn't. Go do your thing, Ichiban.
Shall we, Kasuga?
Sure.
Shall we talk about his
I spoke on the phone with Mama who runs the bar.
What bar?
The one Futaba works at. Apparently she was caught stealing.
She's stealing?
I
Well,
know.
she is a fan of
What's more,
both.
Futaba's apparently quite a playgirl. I hear her latest boyfriend has her hooked on pachinko.
Jeez.
Anyway, Mama started crying and asked me to get back her money. Futaba should be over at Pirates, one of the local pachinko parlors.
So she's gambling with stolen money? What a catch.
Yeah, listen. Would you mind taking care of this? I think it'll be a good chance to get more details about Mizue-chan.
Good idea. I can get the money and the info out of Futaba in one fell swoop.
Excellent.
But now we have to fight the Phantom Thieves.
Man, that's a really big battle.
Sushi or yakiniku?
Shit, why not both? You hit the freaking jackpot just now.
Baby, I am the jackpot.
Oh dear.
Hold up.
Hashtag not
Shouldn't
my
you be giving that money
Futaba.
back to your boss?
This loser again. What do you even want from me?
A couple things. First, you need to give back the money you stole from your job. And second, I need info on Mizue-chan, a nurse you used to work with. Dreams of going overseas, helping people in need. Any of that ring a bell? Anyway, I know she plans on leaving the country as part of a hospital program. I need to find out when.
Yeah, well, what does she matter to you?
Remember that guy Namba? The one who got busted selling meds? Turns out he didn't do a goddamn thing. It was actually all Mizue-chan. Granted, she only resorted to theft to pay off her parents' debt. But it was Namba who took the fall, admitting to the crimes himself. Yeah, I think he really had a thing for the chick, to be honest with you. Bottom line is, I want to help Namba see Mizue-chan off, and you're my ticket. Huh? You think this is funny?
As if Mizue would ever do something so honest.
What do you mean? She said she was inspired by Florence Nightingale.
Yeah? Then tell me, why'd she end up working at a bar in the shittiest part of Eugene show?
Since when does she work at a bar?
Ever since she realized her pay was so pathetic that she had to resort to stealing? That sound like a noble nurse to you?
Wait, are you trying to tell me?
That's right, dumbass. I'm Mizue. Futaba's just a hostess name.
You're Mizue? You're nothing like Namba said.
Oh, sure. The creep who could never keep his eyes off me. Just the thought of him makes me want to throw up. Though he did turn out to be a good patsy. Didn't see that one coming. Guess my little damsel in distress story won him over. You dumb boys are always looking for a chance to play hero.
But what about your parents' big debt?
Are you dense? I wanted some money to hit the pachinko slots with, and that's what I got.
So, all that shit about going overseas, following in the footsteps of Nightingale?
I can play such a convincing little angel. All that time I spent in my high school drama club literally paid off.
And you're just fine letting Namba's sacrifice go to waste?
Even if he hadn't intervened, I would have just kept on doing it. Not like it mattered. I knew I'd get busted eventually. Then I just drifted like a flower from city to city, man to man. Heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm real torn up. You did my friend dirty there, lady. If he ever finds out he helped the fucking wicked witch, he'd die inside.
Son of a bitch. You call my girl names. I get it, but I'll fuck you up.
Kick his ass, babe! Send him to my old emergency room!
He's certainly welcome to try. Heck, I'll call the ambulance myself.
Oh, yeah? I don't know, man. I'm feeling lucky today. In fact, I'm on a winning streak. Yo, help me kill this scruffy piece of shit. Hell
I
yeah.
guess he's going to roll the dice and see where they may fall.
Teehee.
Spin the
By the
wheel,
way,
see who-
Ichiban's alone for this fight.
I'm so lonely.
So, see you guys next time. Since this is now 49 minutes in.